Hi guys, it's me Nemi, and today I wanted to talk about a very delicate and sensitive topic that I feel like a lot of us are just, hiding behind the shadows and we're just scared to talk about it in general. So, I personally have, okay, this is like a vulnerable confession, but I have the worst relationship with my mom. And honestly, I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate the fact that when I'm in trouble, when I feel like, you know, being in a comfort zone with someone, and my mom is literally the last person I will ever think about. As the only daughter, born into a family of boys, I had two older brothers, and then it was just me. I don't know if packing this hair up is cool or I should just let my hair down. I clipped it at the back. I don't know. Anyways, I had two older brothers and one younger brother, but he came like much later. But growing up, I don't know, it was like my mom was like the first person to always think the worst about me. She always just assumed the worst about me. And I'm watching this movie now. I just finished watching this movie. What's the name? Sorry, let me fix my mic. I don't know if just hold on. Okay, I think this is better now. So I just finished watching this series on Netflix. It's called Working Moms, and I ran through the 7 seasons in, like, let's say, less than 5 days. Yeah, I know. I'm one of those people that watch um episodes and run through it and everything. And I even want to go and resume Game of Thrones, but that's a topic for another day. So there's this character in Growing Moms. I think Anne and her daughter Alice, they had the worst relationship. Like, oh my gosh. At a point, I was, feeling like Alice was the rude one and everything. But later on, I realized that was literally a practical photocopy of her mom. Anne was grumpy. Anne shouts a lot. Anne always thought the worst about her daughter. And it's like the more Anne kept on putting effort, the more, Alice kept on spiraling, right? Even though I feel like Alice also played a role in that part. But I just feel like the way she handled Alice from the beginning, not being open and always, projecting the world as a very scary place and holding her too tight, it just made her, she turned into something else. So I also found out that towards the end of the movie, she gave her the freedom and then their relationship became better. And I think one time, Anne even took her daughter to her mom's house to, train her on her behalf because she felt like her daughter was beyond, handling at this point. And the mother told her that, look, I made mistake while raising you and you're literally repeating the same pattern, right? She told her that, look, you have to let this girl become her own person. You just have to trust her and support her all the way because we are literally our own people. So one of the things I really struggled with my mom was that my mom had this expectation from me, right? Number one, the general, virus and marriage and all those talk, expecting me to marry so early. I mean, my mom was pressuring me to get married from when I clocked 18. And now I'm 29. And I'm looking back and I'm like, you were actually pressuring me for marriage at 18 years old. Yes, I know that 18 years is like an adult age, but is that not literally child abuse? Because I've not achieved anything. I was still in school. And back then, she was really telling me, oh, I can get married and still, be going to school, that people do it. And me, I was just always a stubborn person. And I just felt like at that point, I thought that that was what I wanted. So naturally, I listened to her and then I was projecting all of my relationships, surrounding men. If you are dating me, I will always tell you that, look, I'm here for marriage. Oh. And sometimes, now that I'm even thinking about it, I'm realizing that those men looked at me weird because I was quite young, right? I was quite young. And I don't know if I'm still holding back to this, but the thing is that now, even right now in this generation, she has not still changed. And me, I'm okay to forgive and move on, but come on, I can't forgive you when you still have the same ideology about what you expect from me. You don't celebrate my wins. You don't even, like, I don't even know how to even express it, but it's so sad because sometimes I go through like really, really, okay, I'm trying not to get emotional, but sometimes I really go through shit that all I just want is just to talk to someone that doesn't even judge me. And don't even get me started. Yeah, friends are okay, but when the comfort comes from your mom, right? It always feels better, isn't it? So now, and I didn't have any elder sister or anything, so I literally had to figure out life on my own. So many mistakes I made, so many things that could have been avoided if only you just saw the best in me. I have dabbled through so many career paths. I've been a chef. My mom was never supportive. Any career path I worked on, she's never supportive. She always tells me not to go over my head in my career path, even though I've sat her down multiple times and I've told her that, look, this is what I want and you have to support me. And this marriage thing itself is very delicate. It's very delicate. It's not something you just wake up and then you start pressuring someone to get married. It doesn't make any sense. And because of that, I now avoid her, because I don't know the one I will say, I will come now, you will tell me now, I'll get so mad, and I'm so sensitive. And normally I don't give a shit about what anybody says, but I feel like when it's coming from someone that I look up to or someone I care about, I think it hurts better, because I already get trolls online, no, but they don't even troll me anymore. I think they're even tired. And I look miss my trolls, though. I don't know, can you troll me a little bit? I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so it was just really difficult for me, because back then, like, I don't know, for some reason I have been popular for the wrong reasons, or I felt like there were some narratives that were passing through my childhood, and then the only person that I expect to be by my side will always want to believe an outsider over me, which is like so sad, because now I can't even defend myself. What's the essence of defending myself when you've already thought the worst about me, right? And I thought that getting older is going to get better, right? But it just got worse. Like, I don't mind living on another continent away from my mom sometimes. And I feel so sad to say this, but sometimes I don't even look forward to seeing her, because I'm like, you're probably going to say something that's going to hurt my feelings. She doesn't believe in my career path. She doesn't like the fact that I'm independent. She doesn't like the fact that I'm not male centered and marriage oriented. And I'm like, will I marry myself? Maybe if I see somebody I like, maybe I'll follow them. But I've not seen, should I settle for less just to please you and give you grandkids? I don't understand. And sometimes she gaslights me, she tries to emotionally manipulate me, but it's not working, because I'm like, I'm a grown woman. We shouldn't do this. And I know that there's so many girls like me all over Nigeria that are going through the same thing with their mom, their parents, their family, their aunties. And it's so heartbreaking, because I have so many career dreams to achieve, and because of this, nobody generally supports you in your career path. You have to build wealth from scratch, even though, like, these people had the ability to actually, even if you cannot financially support me, at least words of encouragement, at least pushing me to be my highest self, telling me, oh, you're doing a great job, oh, you're amazing, oh, you're awesome. It goes a long way. Like, no matter how old you are, there's just this inner child in you that wants to hear that, yes, I'm proud of you, I'm doing a good job. Like, you can't always be projecting your expectations from me and then you expect me to take you as my best friend. And am I the only one going through this? It's a lot. It's a lot. I remember the first time I brought my mom to my apartment, and then I couldn't even hear any word of encouragement from her mouth. Like, mind you, I've wanted to live in a mini flat for a while. Like, I've stayed in a self-con for a while. And one of the reasons why I was excited to get a mini flat is so that, okay, she can come around and then, we can spend time. You feel me? And then the first time she comes to my house, she entered my house, she was so, I don't know, I think I gave her the wrong route or something. She was so agitated. She didn't even congratulate me. She didn't even say, well, I'm proud of you. Then I just freshly, furnished the house. I got a sofa in the parlor. In fact, the same month I got a sofa, in 1 week time, I told her, please, you and my younger brother, you guys should come and visit me. And I was so excited. And I didn't even hear any congrats. I didn't even hear well done. She didn't even pray for me. In fact, it's like when she even saw that I'm even progressing, she even got a little bit irritated. She was like, oh, is this why you don't want to get married? I can see that, you like, you just, and she was like, oh, there's nothing beats your husband's house. You have to stay focused. And I'm like, girl. Like, girl, really? Anyways, I'm just sharing this video, because I know that a lot of people can relate. And trust me, for we girls that hustle, we don't have anybody supporting us. See, if you have supportive parents, you don't know how lucky you are. You don't know how lucky you are if you have a mom that supports, even if the business doesn't make sense, they support you. You are blessed. Do you know how many businesses I've done? Niggas, I've sold palm oil, I've done real estate, I have lectured, I have been in the hospitality department, I have, girl, I have gone into production, agriculture. I've dipped my hand in so many things, and God has been my only source of support. That's why I see I don't joke with God. I don't joke with my trust in God. God has been my everything. A friend told me one time, live your life like you're an orphan. I heard this message when I was about 17 or thereabout, and that word is stuck to me like a glue. Because when you reduce the expectations from people, nobody can hurt you. And yeah, that's why low-key, I turn up to be a low-key mean bitch, and I don't take bullshit. But yeah, that's part of the growth, because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And guess what, I'm not even ashamed of my mistakes that I've made along the way, because it's part of the journey. If my life did not go this way, I won't be who I am today. That's why I can never be like anybody else, because I don't know your story, I don't know your history, I don't give a shit about anybody's grass except my own grass, because I know what I have done to bring myself this far. I know the work I have to put. I know the times I've cried in my apartment, gone on my knees, screaming, crying, asking for breakthrough, talking to God, telling God, please fix it, do something. I have gone through so many battles on my own, and that's why I see I've built this girl. I don't think there's anything anybody can do now to bring me down, because I built this version of me brick by brick. Okay, the last time I even got into one relationship that almost twisted my destiny, I dropped that shit down, because I was like, I just woke up like I was slowly seeing myself wanting to turn into all those. Hey, the thing just VM. And do you know, let me tell you the saddest part about this. The closest me and my mom had ever become was when I was like in a serious relationship that was leading to marriage. And I'm like, so are you trying to tell me that the only thing we can bond over is my marital status? So if I'm not married, you can never look at me with pride because I've not brought a husband to you. Like, and now that I think about, after that relationship ended and the connection died, and I'm like, okay, so this was the reason for the whole closing. And it just really shocked me, because I'm like, what? See, I really try to be a good person, and honestly these days I just try to focus on me. I am like my I don't even know how to put it. I'm low-key hypertensive, so I always try to pick my struggles. I try not to do anything that is going to trigger me, make me start worrying, make me start. In fact, I don't even know where the high blood pressure came from, but all I know is that every day I have to pop some medications to keep it balanced. And trust me, I have tried to not drink it, and I collapsed. I did. It's not even funny. I collapsed. I fucking collapsed. And since then, I've been taking my health seriously, trying to do the best I can, exercising, eating good, eating home cooked food. I have tweaked my diet a little bit. I now use air fryers, to dodge the oil. I've switched to Himalayan salt. I just want to live my life. So yeah, so I just wanted to just come here and just vent a little bit, because sometimes I wake up and then I don't have any grounded. Okay, apart from my mom, my elder brother is quite supportive. My first and our last, yeah, my first and my last brothers are quite supportive. Like, they believe in me so much. Even though we don't always say often, but they talk to me, they're proud of me. I see them in my social media, and it just makes me feel good. And even though I act like I don't see it, I see it and I appreciate it, and it goes a long way. It goes a long way. Like, sometimes I miss the little girl. Like, I used to be a girl that God, being a woman is so freaking hard. But would I want to be any other gender? Absolutely not. But it's not easy. Being a woman is so intense. Oh my gosh, it's so intense. Like, I've always had to double on every hustle that I put. And then being a beautiful woman that has facial hair in this judgmental country is even the worst. I was buying chicken the other day from a frozen store, and these two little girls were making fun of me, and they were giggling, and they were, turning at each other, pointing fingers at me. And it just made me realize that, look, Nemi, you've really grown, because the old version of me, I would have been so mad. But I was just smiling. I was just laughing at them, because I know that one time in their life they're going to remember laughing at me. Most likely. In fact, the funny part, nothing might even happen to them. Their life might even go on. But I just feel like they're going to come to a point where they'll feel embarrassed for doing that, because I didn't react, I didn't say anything. I was just there standing, and there was so much crowd, and I had to stay there. And I'm like, fuck yeah, like what's the worst that can happen? I have facial hairs, I have facial, what do you want me to do about it? Like, it's crazy. And a lot of people keep asking me, oh, have you tried laser? I've answered this multi-billion trillion times. Yes, I did laser for 6 months. I did laser, of course I did laser, but I'll probably try it in future. I don't know yet, I'm not sure, but let's see how that goes. If I see, excuse me, if I see like a brand that is quite reliable and gets the work done, and I have spare money sitting around, yeah, I'm gonna work towards it. So that's just all I wanted to say. Please let me know if you can relate to anything I said in this video, because look, I'm a big crybaby, okay? I'm just a big crybaby, and I just had to get this off my chest, and I think now I feel a bit lighter. So if you know you can relate this, I'll be in the comment sections. Drop your comments. Tell me, do you have a good relationship with your mom? Because me, I don't know. I try, and I don't like forcing myself to do something I don't want to do, because then it will not look so fake, and then I'll feel so pathetic. So I've tried, I've pushed, I've tried, I've pushed, and I've tried, and I don't know, and I go where I feel good. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I just feel like I don't necessarily have to be around you if you always make me feel less of myself. And did I also add that my mom is my biggest body shamer? Oh my god, this woman body shames me. Oh my god. Let me tell you, the first phone call I got this year of her wishing me happy new year, imagine getting a phone call on the 1st of January 2025, and she goes over the phone and she's like, hello, happy new year, oh, happy new year. This year try and lose weight, so you see whether you see husband. I'm not even making this up. I'm not even making this up. That's what she said to me. I was screaming. You know what I did? I didn't even want to respond, because I was cooking party jollof rice. So you know what I did? I hung up. I said in fact, let me tell you, I was okay when she called me. I was just, this was in the morning. This was in the morning, like around, let me even see, I think this was in the morning around what's it called, around 10 or thereabout. I was juicing at that time. So I'm trying to check something on my mail. I was juicing, and then she just sent it to me. Anyways, fuck, power just went off. Can you imagine? Anyway, so that's my story. That's my story. Like, I just really hope that things get better. I don't know if it ever gets better. I don't know if there's anybody that has experienced this thing and there is hope at the end of the tunnel, because me, for husband, is not really my priority right now. I really want to make so much money. I have so many dreams I want to achieve, and I just feel like a husband might slow me down, kids and all that stuff. And yes, I have to keep my money down for liposuction, because I don't know if I have it in me to work out and get my body back. So I'm just keeping money for lipo just in case. Please, I like my body. Look how my skin is glowing. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining my YouTube today, and I love you guys so much. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and forward this video to anybody that can relate. Love you so much. Bye bye.